Hello, hello, hello. Today we are on day number 5, and it's an exciting day. Um, Today, if you are going to get something really interesting, and I really am really grateful that you are watching it, either live or replay. Oh, yes. Please put hashtag live if you are watching it live. Put hashtag replay if you are watching it replayed. And please, 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 instead of just putting hashtags, I would love if you could give me some reviews, some feedback. What are your thoughts? Because there's something interesting which I'm first time discussing on the public platform like this on the regular basis, first of all, and also not like in my closed rooms or the places where I'm invited to. So this is like it's just getting flowed. They're not recorded, they're all live. So what just comes through, I just speak. Though I prepare before, but still some things just get through. So if something really resonates with you, please put in the comments. I would really love to hear your thoughts, your comments, your views, even if there are counter views, of course. Still love to have it. So welcome to day 5. Let's start what we are going to do today. So today, what we are going to do is I'll show you something what we do. So sometimes, because and I've picked up very easier, like it's a very easy topic. What I've picked up today, multiplication or board mass, if you say, or just these, different view way to see multiplication and addition together, or even subtraction. So the whole idea over here is that grab your pen and paper. I'll show you something interesting, and it's not like that you have to multiply something or like get into your head what's 17 times 17, or even like the smaller number what's 2 times 3 or something, right? So I'm going to show you some tiles. Okay, if you will watch them, you need to calculate without counting that how many tiles are there. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna use a multiplication. So you need to figure out, in how many different ways can you multiply or add, multiply and add, right? So it's pretty interesting. I'll show you so you'll understand basically what I'm talking about. So basically, this is some random grid given to you. Okay, so you're not going to count what's the number of tiles, but this is the grid which is given to you, and you need to count the number of tiles without counting it. So you can use your multiplication, you can use your addition, you can figure out that in how many different ways can you calculate it. So just pause the video, look through it, and go through that in how many ways can you multiply it or count the tiles, basically, right? Kids love this because when they see it, they're like, oh my god, how are we going to use multiplication, right? But if you see, basically, for example, let's say, if you think about this if you think about this, what does this show? This shows 2 rows of 5, right? That means this is 2 times 5. And you won't imagine, there are children who don't even know the difference. Not even children, there are sometimes I have met teachers and parents or adults, they don't even know, like what is the difference between 2 times 5 and 5 times 2. And that's a very subtle difference. So when you are multiplying, it's not about getting the answer as 10, right? It's about the conceptual understanding how 2 times 5 is different than 5 times 2, right? And then we build a lot of stories around that. So for example, over here, this is 2 times 5, right? Then how would you calculate this part? There are several ways to do it, right? Now, what would you say about this? This is 2 columns of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are again 5, right? What do you say about this part? So this is 2 times 2, and this is something 1 alone. So how would you show this whole thing basically as 2 times 5 plus 2 times 5 plus 2 times 2 plus 1? Right, this is one way of showing it. Though although in my classrooms I don't give examples, I give a lot of time to children to think about it, because unless and until they process it on their own, they won't get the stuff, right? So this is how so back here. So this is how, you can pause the video, do your fun part around it, and it's going to be really really amazing once you start doing it. Because when, especially, when things get interesting, when different people get different solutions, right? And when they see that, okay, I was thinking that, how could she think like that, or how could he think like that, let me just think that other way. And that really, fuses your neurons in the brain to understand that how multiple strategies fuse together. So this is how what we do in multiplication. Do it and put in the comments that what how many tiles did you count without even counting it, right? How many ways did you get it? Because that's gonna really open your horizons to, because children don't understand how multiplication even works many of the times, right? Because they are told as repeated addition, or the groups, but still they do not have the clarity of the group and the group size and all that stuff, right? This very simple exercise, but I have taken this, when I take this to third fourth graders, they take like 2 days for this to even understand, to get into the rhythm that how these things needs to be done. But once they understand, they understand what actually multiplication means. To make it more fun, generally I don't take the worksheets to the class, it's just for the display today. So I use some different kind of tiles, unifix cubes. So for example, I've got these pentominoes tiles with me, so I make different combinations of them, right? So I place them in a very different way, and make different permutation combinations, and make different shapes out of it, so that children can understand that, okay, so this is something new layout today, and this is how we need to do it. Then sometimes I take these kind of blocks with me, and these are like foam blocks. So these are also pretty interesting layout to put around. Generally, I do this with Unifix cubes. Just put together, snap together those snap cubes, do it together, and then you have liberty to make different layouts. And children love to play around it. And the simplest way, just take a white paper and some sketch pens and draw the grids, color them, and then children would take it to the next level. So you can take tiles. I'm repeating again. You can take the cubes, you can take the sketch pens and the white paper, you can take the Unifix cubes, or anything that can make a square shape, and you can just play around with that. Kids love it, and you would also love it when you would see the answers. So do try it, do tell me how did it go. Put it in the comments that how did you enjoy the activity. It is just very simple one. We do complex ones as well, but this is a good start for children to realize that, especially the ones who come with the mindset, oh, I know multiplication, right? And when they come over here, it's like a little bit of resistance to start with, but then once they do it, they really build solid concept into it. So thank you so much for watching today, and we'll come tomorrow. Sunday is going to be very special. I'll announce it what we're doing on Sunday. That's going to be a special interview with one of my special person, and for on what topic, stay tuned. Wait for it. I'll announce it soon. Do keep watching the space. I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 right here. Bye bye. Take care.